All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Bara, with the filter on. Jen, can you see the skin filter? It says enhance.
Now you have a filter?
Enhanced skin appearance. Let me.
I want a filter.
All right, hang on.
I'm all for filters right now.
Yeah, that's awful. Enhanced skin appearance. I look like bad CGI from
Looks like you got makeup
days.
on.
Okay, all right. Display. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where did I lose that? Camera. Nope, that's not it. Visual effects. Enhanced skin appearance. Okay, off. Turn that sucker off. Okay, that's how I feel better. Now I feel better. That was terrible. All right. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Bara in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Falad-Doring. Jen, I wonder if I can do it. You can't, you can probably do it on your end, do enhanced skin appearance in your settings if you want when you get a break. No, you don't want to do that?
Let's just keep it real right now.
I think your skin looks fine. So
I think it's probably fine.
I wouldn't worry about it. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. We had to change the background though, because the cloud background is too bright, even though it's very angelic. So we're gonna cut. So if anybody has a good background suggestion for this show, let us know. We will use it. We'll put it in here. Just getting used to the new StreamYard software. I had some issue today, guys. That's why we're late. It's my fault because I couldn't get into the studio. So I had to completely reboot my browser. I was about that close to rebooting my entire computer, but I didn't ultimately have to. Okay, let's go ahead and get through all the stuff we have to get through, and we have something new today to talk about, which is Susan Gret's GoFundMe for her upcoming back surgery. And we want to support that financially if we can. All right. Welcome to the show. Where is it? There it is. Just to let everybody know, if you miss a show, if you don't catch one, you can always pick up the show on mikebara.blogspot.com, where we link all the different shows. You can also pick up stuff like links to my books, lectures I've done, Ancient Aliens and JFK at the New Living Expo. There's last night's Toxically Masculine Tuesday, which already got demonetized. Man, you know what? Steve Doran is a single man demonetization machine. Calvine UFO photo research, links to articles I've written, all kinds of stuff, interviews with people in the UFO community. Links. There's the episode we did with the Mushroom Ladies last week. That was great stuff. All kinds of cool stuff over there at mikebara.blogspot.com, including my schedule of upcoming public appearances. And those, if you click on those links, they will take you directly to the Rumble channel, Real News Live with Mike and Jen, where you can, play. All right, play. I know. There we are. All right, there we are. Real News Live with Mike and Jen, where you can watch the show directly on Rumble. You can also, two really cool things you can do over there in Rumble, which is in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. You've got a subscribe button right there. You can click on that sucker. And for a mere $5 a month, you can support the show for as long as we continue to need the support, which everybody hopes isn't very much longer. Or you can hit the little green $sign button right there, and you can Rumble rant. And if you Rumble rant, guess what? One of the advantages of subscribing or Rumble ranting is I guess I just paid myself $1. Is you can
Great. Thanks for the 50 cents.
No, I can't get that off the screen. I think I don't have a card number. You want me to put my card in? No. Anyway, you can Rumble rant any amount, and a $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $500, and you can get your questions, go to the top of the pile when we get to the question and answer part of the show. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at the CBDgurus.com. Just click on the wholesale tab, slide down to the Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, all lowercase, no S on the end, just ALIEN. It's alien, not aliens. Hit the enter button and you can pick up this week's specials. And along with the wholesale prices on the various wonderful CBD health products for humans and pets and everybody else. Ooh, mushroom gummies. They have brand new mushroom gummies. You get 50,000 dong along with that. So whatever you get in the wholesale section, whatever you pick up, the new Washington apple plus 1,000 dinar, you pick up some currency. So they got the Lotion 2000, the sleep gummies. These are some new products from Matt and Lucas. They are wonderful stuff. I talked with Matt on the phone the other day. He's such a great guy. Just absolutely love him, bro. The immunity formula, all kinds of cool stuff over there at the CBD Gurus. And it comes with a little bit of currency. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors over at MikeBaraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of holistic mushroom-based health products and supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, and for yourself. Click on the Shop Now button. Slide on in there. I've got Barkley on the Mojos, the Mush Puppies, and the Super Sauce for Dogs or Special Sauce. He's doing really well. His back leg problems are clearing up. I've got Miss Fluffy Muffy now on the Super Sauce for cats, along with this Sequoia premium canned cat food. She's actually eating it, and I'm so excited she's actually eating it. So we're going to get her on the mushroom treatments and help her recover too. And you've also got Chill Doggies, a great product for calming your dog down during fireworks and if they have separation anxiety. Mush Ponies for horses, donkeys like Henry the Donkey, and large dogs like greyhounds and labs and things like that. You can give them the Mush Ponies. And then the Enforce line of products for human consumption and human immune system support. Enforce Clarity for brain function. Enforce Restore for blood sugar and blood pressure. Enforce Shield. They got coffees. They got chocolates. They got starter packs. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Again, link in the description to all this stuff. And whatever your pet's issue is, Diana can recommend a line or combination of products that should help them. And she has so many success stories. Go back and watch the episode from a week ago with the Mushroom Ladies. And the success stories for people, for pets are phenomenal. They've had dogs that were at death's door. They started putting them on this stuff and they lasted another 7 years. It's absolutely incredible stuff. Also, please, one last plug. Please do not forget to go over and visit the folks over at lifewave.com/MikeBara for the LifeWave patches, the X39 and SP6 patches and various other ones. I'm on the X39 myself. I have been for about 5 months. And the SP6 for hormone balancing. I've only had 2 migraines in 5 months. Normally, I have 3 to 4 a month. Massive improvement. I've lost weight. My blood work is really good. Get on over there. Check this stuff out. I'm going to do another show. There's also a link on MikeBara.blogspot.com to the interview I did with Michael Jaco about these particular products. They're awesome. The patches are little crystals woven in to a sticky patch. You put it on your body, wear it for 12 hours. It does amazing things to your body. They've got all kinds of specialized patches for specialized issues. They've got starter packs, things like the LifeWave YH System Kit, the Ice Wave for pain, the Energy Enhancers, Silent Nights, another great sleep product that doesn't knock you out with CBD. So get on over there. And again, link in the description. And now finally, Jen, what is happening over at JenniferFalah.com this week?
Well, if you'd like a reading, not a reading, but a healing with me, if you'd like to get a healing, if you'd like to purchase my classes. Now, the classes, if you are a listener here today, or if you are a follower of me on Telegram, you can get the classes now for $222. That is a savings of $333.
Nice.
I will not be offering that for much longer. Everybody, every time I put it back to regular price, everybody asks me to put it on sale. So I did that. And so that is available now. You go to JenniferFalah.com, use the donation button, enter in the amount. You can also do that if you're getting multiple healings or you want to get the classes and the healings when it comes off sale. You can combine services and just enter one amount. Just email me after everything from jenniferfullaw.com. If you're looking for Susan Gretz, she's about to get back surgery. There is a GoFundMe over on Philosophy chat on Telegram. It'll be circulating over there if you'd like to find it. And she has her own pages there, channels. Yeah, she's going to be down for a while with that. So we're just trying to give her a little help with that. If you'd like to reach Marcy Hell right there with the angel, she does house cleansings, cleansings of people, chakra cleanses, gets rid of entities, energies. We are moving, as we move towards the fall, that's really when activity starts to pick up. So if you're having some things going on in the home, you can reach out to her, email her after purchase. If you'd like to purchase a reading with me, you can go to philosophy.com. You can purchase and schedule yourself.
There you go.
There you go. And those are just suggested readings on the first page. You can move to the second page, hit the blue button to book a reading. And we've got a 15, a 30-minute, or an hour. And so do that today.
All right. Yeah. And I wanted to say, I heard from a friend who got a cleansing from Marcy, and it did make a big difference in her life. It helped a lot with the level of harassment and issues that were going on. And I forgot to put my patches on today, so I got to put those on. But so it was I should have done that while you were talking. But it made a big difference for her. So good for Marcy.
It's like walking around in a cloud of mosquitoes that are stinging you and biting you, and then all of a sudden they're gone. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it still takes a while to heal, but yeah. So yes, I am putting on my patches.
You can always open the window and let them back in. That's the whole thing. So that's why.
Open the window. Yeah, and we did want to pay attention. This is now a link in the description. I'll also put it in the chat. Aiding Susan Gretz for her surgery. It's coming up. She's aiming for $5,000. She has part of the medical bills are not going to be covered. So we want to help Susan with that. Susan's been a great supporter and wonderful person. And one of these anonymous contributors is me. Why am I anonymous? I mean, come on. Mary Gold's gone in there. Thank you, Mary. Go on in and help Susan with that. And also one last thing, which is that Jen and I are going to be at the alienevent.com September 12th, 13th, 14th. Jen's on vacation. She just happens to be on vacation at the same time. 12th, 13th, 14th of September for the Las Vegas Alien event and Biomed Expo. Jen's going to be there for the Biomed Expo part of things. And she's going to be doing readings and healing. I don't know if you can do healings. You're going to be doing readings at the table.
What I'm going to be doing is medical readings with and short healing blasts, cleansing and healing blasts. So that will be fun. Katie and I are going to be out in Vegas for, God, how many days? I don't know.
Long enough to get in trouble.
5. Then we're heading out to San Diego to see my best friend and have a lovely time. Yeah. So Katie and I are going on a road trip for a couple weeks.
Yeah, the last time I had a visitor, she was here for 7 days, and after 5 days, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Please stop. So Alien Event Las Vegas, alienevent.com, link in the description. I can get you 2 for 1. I can get you 50% off. Use the discount code 50 at checkout for the tickets. And for some of you guys, I can also get you on a special, maybe even cheaper thing. If you just want to come one day, as we get closer to that, I'll let you know. I can probably get you tickets even cheaper than that, but it would be great to support this event.
Mm-hmm. So it is a good opportunity to come and meet us. Mm-hmm. It'll be the first time that I meet Mike Bara in person. Well, probably meet him a day before, but
yeah, we'll probably go out drinking before that, but yeah. So. First time we've made an appearance
Regina
together.
And everybody else.
Regina?
But, I believe there is a banquet on Saturday after. And then some probably celebration after that.
And usually a dance party, and I'm going to really push Dave to get the DJ in there for the dance party, because we did that 2 years ago. He sometimes has this boring guy come in and talk about AI and stuff. It's like, fuck that, Dave. We're gonna have the disco dance party after the banquet. That's the plan. So Yeah, Alien Event Las Vegas and the fundraiser for Susan Gretz. Actually, let me put that link in the chat right now to Susan's thing and see if it goes through. I think it's only going to go through. Well, we'll get it taken care of. I'll make sure everybody gets a link to that. So thanks very much. Okay. All right. Now we need to move to the news and give you guys the latest news update. Now, okay, if I was on your end of the screen, I'd be pissed after what I'm about to tell you. I wouldn't blame you. I'd be yelling at me too. All right. So I'm going to point out a couple things. Everybody's being quiet. You notice that? Everybody's being quiet because everybody's being told this thing is a hair's breadth away. By the way, do you think it's a hair's breadth, like HARE, like a bunny's breath away, or a hair's breadth, like the width of a hair, human hair? I don't know. Either way.
I thought it was the width of a hair.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
And hair's breath, so it's got to be an animal who has breath.
Yeah, like a little. Well, but no, breath. BREADTH is the width. So it could be either one. But anyway, there's a big debate on that.
Yeah.
So everybody, all the gurus, even Tony, if you notice, is being quiet, kind of quiet, not really saying anything because everybody's been told to be quiet. The reason we're being told to be quiet is because things are really close. Now, I have a shit ton of information sitting right here on my phone, okay? And I promised I won't say any of it. The only thing I can tell you is I expect to be celebrating and very happy and very, very stinking filthy rich by the time of the Alien event in September in Las Vegas. I expect Jen to be so rich, she's going to be tossing $100 bills around like they're nothing. So that's what I think Jen's going to be drinking. I think Jen's going to be gambling. I think she's going to be winning. I think that's going to be.
You have no idea what I'm going to be doing. All right. But I'm going to be having fun.
But I'm going to be, we're all going to be having fun. We're going to be going to speakeasy bars. We're going to be having a good time. I'm going to be
fun.
Okay. And I'm going to give you one other hint. We're going to give you one other hint. Okay. I fully expect to have the best available seats in the house when Rob Thomas comes to town in Las Vegas by that time. That's what I expect. So you want to go investigate that and figure it out, you go ahead. But that's all I can tell you. And yeah, if I was on the other end of this, I'd be saying, Bara, you're a dickbag. You don't know anything. I don't know anything. Nobody knows anything. All we know is what we hear from informative sources. And I'd just like to thank everybody out there, all the real gurus, because I don't consider myself to be a guru at all, a dinar guru, all of the real ones. Thank you guys for being quiet, because my understanding is that is helping. All right, Jen, do you have any Gentel updates? Or anything you want to talk about, or do you want to go back over last Monday's Gentel?
I did receive quite a bit of information this morning from the angels.
Oh, you did? Okay. Wait a minute. Let me capitalize.
I'm not going to tell you, because I don't think that would be helpful. Okay. Let's just go back over a couple things. We still have the 11-12 thing. It keeps popping up. Okay. There are some things that happened on the 11th and 12th, and I cannot tell you what that is. Anybody see an earthquake yesterday? It'll happen on a Wednesday after an earthquake. Michael told us a long time ago. It'll happen in the dark of night when no one's looking. What is everybody doing right now? Being very quiet. Positive. So in here we heard the Alliance will win shortly on Monday. Coming in the news is interesting this week. When I got the part about a rise in gold, what I actually saw was Michael standing there holding a gold coin and pointing up. Or it was an arrow. Either way. Something's going on. And it's good. Okay. So from what from what I've received today and from what we got here, it was given in a very cryptic way because of the sensitivity of the place that we are right now. So what I can tell you is that how can I tell you that? Things are good. Okay, they're good. They're good. Relax, enjoy your life, focus on other things. You know, start getting rid of the clutter in your house so it's easy to move. That's all I'm going to say. Okay?
Okay. I did not mean to click flag is best. Yeah, I concur. I concur. Concur with that. Absolutely. Let me more. Okay, and hang on. I'm trying to fix something here. I'm trying to fix something.
What was that? Okay. Frog hair?
No, it was flag here, I think.
No, somebody said frog hair. So where frogs had hair.
Okay, I was trying to add a new background, but it wouldn't let me. Why didn't it let me? Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to fix the background. I can't fix it. Sorry, folks. We continue to work out the kinks on this. You know, Jen, we should compare after the show. We should compare notes on what you heard that you can't talk about and what I heard that I can't talk about. So be interesting to see how they align. All right, guys, we're going to move to the question and answer segment of the show. Please keep in mind that questions for Jen must include your real name and the real name of the person, pet, or entity that you may be asking about. Could be a disembodied entity, could be an entity from another planet, could be an entity that's living at the higher realms in the seventh level of heaven or something like that. Jen, by the way, after we pass, we don't go to the seventh level of heaven, right? We go to the next level, first level of heaven or something after this. Is that right? Like when we pass.
Well, I can't tell you where you're going, but
I know.
Just kidding.
I know where I'm going.
Totally set yourself up for that one.
See how mean she is?
So when you pass away, you're going to go to dimensions and the levels of heaven are each different dimensions that are like mirror dimensions at different vibrational spectrums. Okay. When you pass, you will be pulled into the vibrational spectrum that matches your vibration. That is why everybody is, be loving, be kind, do your best, be good, raise your vibration, because that's what happens. And that's rule of thumb right there. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Thanks, Ron. Uncle Ron. Yeah, I mean, look, I understand. You're not happy. I can't do anything about it. Jen can't do anything about it. It's just the way it is. So let's get to questions. Jen, we'll start over on the Rumble side of things. I will pop out the chat and share it, and we'll start with the Rumble rants. I know this is a little awkward, but it doesn't show me on StreamYard the Rumble rants. It just doesn't show them to me, so I can't tell what's a Rumble rant and what's not. So we'll go back to share screen.
That's right.
And we will pick the chat and share that, and we will start with Barb Hood, $20 Rumble rant. Thank you, Barb. Hi, Barb asks, will I buy the house in Florida on Blue Wave Lane? Blue Wave Lane.
Yes.
Yes. Congratulations. Rosalie, who's a $5 a month subscriber, says, "Hi, this is Rosalie. My cat Mac has a lump in the side of his neck near the jaw. He is taking antibiotics. What do you see the lump is? Next vet visit is Tuesday."
It's a fluid-filled cyst. There's something draining from one of the back teeth. That's why it happened. There is infection in there. I would get some antibiotics.
Yeah, he is on antibiotics. That's good. And then they can drain that. Those are easy to treat. But then you might have to get him a dental too. Okay. Rick and Liz in Oklahoma for $2 say, "We've been looking at a property in Oklahoma." Maybe you're not in Oklahoma. "Looking at a property in Oklahoma on 36 acres. Will this be the home for us?" That's Rick and Liz.
Not that one. It's not quite what you think it is when you actually get there and view the property. So I don't see that sale going through.
Belfast Girl says, "My job is so bad today. I wish I could give notice this week, but I'll resist the temptation of asking when I can quit my job." Look, the way things stand now, I'm just going to tell you, before Halloween, okay? Just before Halloween, which is not very far off. Sia Kaufman, I believe it's Sia is her name, SEIA, $10. "Hi, Mike and Jen. Will we be attending a wedding in Florida in September?" Sia Kaufman.
Yes.
Yes. Boom. Jeannie or Jenny wants to know why she keeps getting a pinched nerve on the left side of her neck.
You're out of place in between the shoulder blades there.
Okay, and the chiropractor hasn't helped. I'd say, Jenny, go find a different chiropractor because they can definitely help. Shibi01 for $5 says, "Hi, Jen. Shelby." Oh, yeah, Shelby L here. "I'm transitioning out of the military. Thank you for your service this October, and have been actively applying for jobs, but haven't received any responses yet. When and where do you see me landing my next role?"
Well, if you choose to work, the path for that is, I'm in a big government building. It is a government job. Not quite sure what you're doing. I think that's all I can offer.
Yeah. Okay. Carissa K Turtle 8 for $5 says, "Hi, Jen. I interviewed for a job yesterday. Will I get it? And if so, will I be happy with it?"
That was Carissa?
Carissa, yeah.
No. I'm not getting a hit on that. Either it's too much competition or it's just not in your timeline. I mean, I don't think that you get that.
Okay. Let me put Susan Gretz's link for a GoFundMe in the chat. Cool Raul, $5 a month subscriber, says, "Good morning, Mike and Jennifer." Roll here? No, you're Raul, not Roll. With a question for Jennifer. "Jada is wondering if she's going to end up in a relationship with Javon. Will Jada end up in a relationship with Javon?"
Yes.
Cool. Michelle.
I don't know if it's a forever relationship, but I do think something happens there.
Nice.
Be careful.
Did you address what someone posted on TNT Tony's account about you? I know you didn't post, but he talked about it on Wednesday. Well, today's Wednesday, and I don't think Tony's going to show you. He can post anything he wants. He can post anything he wants. I don't care. As long as he shuts up.
You know what? I do care. And I would just like to publicly state that Mike Bara has his own opinions, and so do I. I see the RV community and the Anons and the Patriots as one big team, and I don't think that we should be fighting amongst each other. Right. So whatever you guys want to fight about on Twitter, don't pull me into it.
Okay, right. Fair enough. And
I've got
remember,
nothing against TNT Tony. Anybody in the community, I think we're all on the same team. And I don't care if everybody wants to run around and have their little fights with each other. Mama doesn't do that.
right.
All right.
And, again,
I'm
just like
focused on the goal and keeping everybody going.
during World War II, there were many differences of opinions between the generals about how to proceed to win the war. It just happens. Michelle, for $20, says, I'm planning a spontaneous trip to Sedona. Do you see if I will travel safely and be spiritually edified? Wow, what an interesting question.
What's the name there?
Michelle, traveling to Sedona, spontaneous trip.
That's an interesting trip. I just keep seeing vortexes, but anytime somebody says Sedona, I see vortexes. But I think it'll be really interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's safe.
Okay.
You might have some weather moving in, though. Prepare for that.
Okay. Joanna Lopez for $10 says, I'm a new business vendor at a K9 conference in Nashville next month. How do you think my business will perform? Does that mean dogs? You got a dog business?
Yeah, K9.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, Johanna Lopez. How do you think her business will do?
It's all right. It's kind of like being at the fair, with a booth. I see people passing it by. You're going to have to give out something free. All right. Give away something free. And they'll stop and listen. Okay. Candy, food, something.
Yeah, right about Jammer 777 right up here asks the question, why would anyone so-called leak info to the gurus and then say you can't say or tell anything about it? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's usually not true. Well, it does make sense. And let me tell you why.
No, you don't understand.
Because other people could get the information.
Our world, okay?
Right. Other people could get the information and not realize they couldn't say it and say it. So if you sort of put a blackout order or a order like that out, if you put something out and say basically, go radio silent, it's part of the art of war. Go radio silent. You have your orders. You know what you're supposed to do. Be quiet about it. But by the way, here's where the Germans are. That kind of thing. The other point that is relevant on this is that, I don't know, some incredibly gifted psychic who just is tuned into this and knows what they're talking about could come up with the date and time or moment or something like that on their own. And if that filters into the situation, it could affect decisions on whether to go or not. So
you know what? Don't even try that bullshit with me. You know exactly what happened, and it wasn't me.
Okay. That's not what I meant. But
don't even try to insinuate that the Gentel stopped the RV. Don't even pull that shit with me.
That Ginger stopped it?
The Gentel that you were just talking about? Don't even piss me off right now.
Okay.
I don't know why you had the balls to say that.
I don't know why you're pissed off.
Moving on. Let's get the questions done. I've got things to do.
Tiffany for $10. We put an offer on a house, like you said. The property previously had a 19-year-old tragically pass away in the house. You see anything being an issue with the house?
I think there might be an energy imprint from that. You're going to feel it. I don't think that child is or that person is earthbound. Just get a house cleanse. You can get one from Marcy, or you can get one from me. Just purchase a healing on jenniferfallah.com. Email me and tell me about the situation, and I'll go in and see what's there and get it all cleaned up with Jesus. Okay?
Okay, April for $20 says, do you see my hubby and me moving out of Minnesota? Can you maybe see where and when? April and her husband will be moving out.
November.
Okay. Michelle, again, $5. My daughter Sophia is going to Colombia for a wedding on the 21st. Will she be safe and will everything go smoothly?
All is well, Gabriel said.
Carolyn for $10. I'm going to be moving to Florida. Where will I be doing my projects? And I have friends going with me that need to give a notice to work. Any idea when I'm going? Carolyn Michael.
Can you read that again?
Yeah. This is hi Jen, Mike and Jen. This is Carolyn Michael. I'm going to be moving to Florida where I will be doing my projects, and I have friends going with me that need to give a notice to work. Any idea when I'm going? In other words, they need to give notice at work.
I think you're going to go first. I'm looking at like late September actually for that. I think you go right away. And they may become so September, October, I'd say. But I think it's you start making plans immediately after your appointment.
Kim asks, she says her daughter Madison's boyfriend Ethan is interviewing for a job at City Police today. Will he be called back for a second interview with the captain?
Yes, it goes really well.
Good. All right. Lucy for $5. Hi, Jen. Do you see me dating anyone special in the next year or so?
January. He's very tall. He's crazy about you. I mean, that's awesome.
January, and he's very tall. Kathleen B, will I purchase the ranch I'm presently looking at near Missoula, Montana?
It's not that one, but I do feel a hit about the area. There's another one. Keep looking around. Yeah.
Okay, Marilee wants to know for $10. Will I purchase 18668 Bandera Road from a relative before Christmas?
I believe so. Some kind of deal is made. I don't know if you actually purchase it or multiple people purchase it. Or you purchase half of it. Something happens with that.
Okay. Holly wants to know what's wrong with her cat, Minners. He's limping on his right leg. Just started 2 days ago.
That cat's got like, it's like a ligament or he's got arthritis. Do cats get arthritis?
Yeah, sure they can. Yeah, my kitty has.
Cat's got arthritis.
Yeah, find something good to help with that. There's different things you can do.
Inflammation. Something to reduce inflammation would help.
Scott asks about Scott Fouth asks about their lab. Chloe is is she about to deliver her 8 puppies? She looks uncomfortable. Tomorrow night. Congratulations. Okay, Evelyn for $10. As your personal reading, as per your personal reading, my full-time work is gone by now. Will I find a new design job in Florida, retire, or do a humanitarian project?
As of this moment in time, you retire. I'm not really seeing anything new coming in as far as employment.
Nancy, again, for $20, a dry hole 12 inches in diameter and 2 feet deep suddenly formed in my son Bill Chrysler's front yard. Anything unusual?
Shut up. Is that my Nancy? Nancy M?
Nancy M, yeah.
That's a trip. I'll talk to you later about that. A dry hole?
A dry hole 12 inches in diameter and 2 feet deep suddenly.
God, I hope it's not like a portal to hell or something. I mean, that.
Yeah, or aliens landed
the cleansing I did on that house.
Little bitty aliens landed.
I don't know, Nancy. I'll look at it today when we talk.
Okay, Susan for $20 says, do you see my mother-in-law moving to Oklahoma to be with my husband and I? Her name is Bonnie. So Susan wants to know if her mother-in-law Bonnie is going to be moving to Oklahoma to be with her and her husband.
Yes, but it's going to take it's either 6 months or a year and 6 months. She's not keen on the idea right now, and everybody's going to have to go out and help her with this. So it takes, yes, I do think it will happen, but not just right now.
Jane for $20 says, when do you see us relocating to Florida on 30A? 30 August? 30, I don't know.
I feel like you're looking for something sooner, but for some reason it takes till like February.
Okay. Janet for $20 says, will both grandchildren, Kaya and Isla, come back to the States with me this month, or will only Kaya come back with me? Kaya, K-A-I-A.
Both.
Okay. Carrie C says, my husband Brian has had issues with a rash and sores on his ankles, and doctors say it's fungal. He's on meds, but it won't go away. Can you see if there's more going on? If you tried ivermectin, I would try that, but
I'm picking up on like a staph infection. That's what I'm getting.
A staph infection.
Yeah.
Okay. Antibiotics then. SMK Williams, Shelly. Okay, Shelly for $10. Gentel confirm my listing is scheduled to close in September. All right. Will I purchase home in Brooklyn, Connecticut?
I hear it's not Brooklyn. It's a little bit north of there.
Okay. Dougie B says, I'm Doug. Will I get the ranch in Port Byron for humanitarian purposes, and will it prosper?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. Maurice would like to know if Jen sees him following through with his late father's business idea after the RV goes through. And will I reconcile differences with my friend Tammy?
Tammy's a hothead. Yes. She'll be in and out. I don't know, Tammy. You're always going to have something going on with her. You're going to have good times and bad times, but she'll be back, okay? With the business, yes, but you alter it, the business plan somehow. You alter that. So it is basically your dad's idea. So, yeah.
Okay, Rita says, you saw my husband being prepped for med beds last show. He is currently being prepared for emergency surgery. Sorry to hear that. Can you see a time frame on the med bed?
I'd say a month and a half is probably the soonest they could get him in as of today. If we do this week or next week, as of now.
Okay, Pamela says, will I be able to buy my neighbor's house and property to build a new house, which is very close to my present home? I need to own my own place, but want to be close to my husband for 56 years.
That's a yes, Gabriel said.
All right. All right, let's pop over to the super chats on the YouTube side of the house and see what's going on. Mike Woods, just $2 for nothing. Thanks, Mike. See if there's another question there from you. Judy Cormer. Hi, Jen. Judy here. What does the property I will buy in Ocala, Florida look like? Swamp?
Well, it's kind of in some places, but there is I think there's a 1960s or 1950s style ranch style home on it.
Interesting. Okay. Laura, for $5 says, my sister Margaret has pancreatic cancer stage 4. It's terrible. What can be done to help her?
Well, I can't tell you what can be done to help her, but I can offer her some free healings if you'd like to email me her picture, first and last name, to jmfalah@gmail.com, or go to jenniferfalah.com. And my email's all over the website, and I'll do my best to help. I try to get it.
Hi, Mike and Jen. This is Daniel. Love you guys. Does Justine have a message for me and our son about finances, home, future, etc.? Daniel wants to know if Justine has a message for him.
I'm asking Michael because I can't locate it with, Daniel and Justine and error 404. Okay. Energetic locations, energetic addresses, people. A little more information. You're just about to be okay, is what Michael said.
Just about to be okay. Okay, Sherry Hill for $10. Will I buy the house on 17553 FM 149 Montgomery, Texas? Sherry.
Yes.
Okay.
I see
Georgia.
Keys and signatures.
Keys and signatures. Cool. Georgia says, Jen, I have several projects that I'm planning to do, i.e. fund and oversee or manage. I have people selected to run each project. Do you see all of them working, or which ones?
I'm getting 2 projects are approved. I see two working out.
K. Patricia Shaver says, Jen, you said last week my son Matthew will get married next year. Do you have her name, and does he already know her? She can't tell you that, because then he'll only be looking for that girl, right?
Well, first of all, it's kind of hard. I mean, here, let me just pull a name at it. But never been really good with specific names. If I get a specific name and it's right, then that's written. Let's see. Does he already know her? Yeah.
Ooh, he does. All right. Linda Gott gave us a $9.99 super sticker.
Thank you.
Bruce's report last night was dismal and depressing. Only if you're impatient.
There's no reason to be depressed right now.
Yeah, there's none.
Trust that.
Bruce's report is the same as everyone else. Quiet is the norm. Yep, I'd say that's true. Citizen Blaine. Hi, Jennifer. Could you please ask DJ T if he has a message for us on the RV? Does Donald Trump have a message for us on the RV?
Well, Donald Trump is incarnated right now and alive. So I would have to communicate with him telepathically, and he would have to be open to that. There's people that try to communicate with me telepathically, but I have so much protection up, and so does he. You're not going to get in. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I mean, I could go talk to his soul, but, Donald Trump's not going to tell you anything on the RV. I could tell you a little story about something that happened in real life. Do we have a lot of questions left?
No, we're through.
Listen to this.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so my brother has his friend who works with him, and at the time, this guy was working down at this little restaurant in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Trump came into town with his whole entourage. There's a big golf course here, and he came into this little barbecue restaurant, and the guy asked him, he goes, so when's I can't believe he asked. So he asked him, when's the RV happening? And Trump goes, shh, we don't talk about that. So either he was just being nice,
Right.
or because this guy is just, I don't know if he was just being nice, like
He's got $30 million invested in the dinar. He knows about it.
Yeah, so it kind of insinuated that he knew about it. That could be false, and he was just being nice. Like, I don't want to discuss anything that is, controversial with, the citizens. That could have been valid, but it's like, what an amazing experience to have Donald Trump walk into the restaurant where you're working and talk to you. Isn't that great? I mean, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All I can tell you right now is that I believe that everything that we believe about Trump and his basically mission to make the world better and to do these things, and if you look back at everything he's been saying his entire career, even as a celebrity, I believe he intends to do those things. But I can't speak for Donald Trump. So no, I'm not doing that.
All right. We just got about half a dozen more questions. The Dark Poet, bro, we need your name, but he wants to know if he'll ever get married. Maybe you can hone in on the energy. Will he or she ever get married?
In 3 years.
There you go. Brigitte, do you see me buying the waterfront property that I've been looking at in Cape Charles, Virginia, and building on it?
That's yes. I say I'm breaking ground. There's a lot of clearing that needs to happen or work on the ground. Takes a while. Takes a while. All right. For that.
Zaphod is saying, yeah, so much clutter has been removed from my house. It's now in a pawn shop. Wonder if I'll ever come back and get it. Well, you don't have to. You might not have to. It might not work. Okay, couple more Rumble Rants, and then we will be, where are they? Yeah. Okay, a couple more Rumble Rants, and then we'll be done here. Let's see, where were we? We left off. Raul, we already got that one. Janet. Okay, Janet for $20 again. My granddaughter Isla would like to know how many children she will have when she becomes an adult. That's cute.
4.
Wow. Mindy Martin for $5 says, Mindy here, will the anxiety and fear that I've been experiencing for several years go away soon? And when?
Gabriel's saying you have to make a decision to let it go away. I do think there's going to be some things happening in your life that's going to take most of that away. But if you look for something else to fear or to be anxious about, like all the work you have to do to set up accounts or whatever, or trusts or whatever, you're still gonna suffer from it. So you just really need to allow yourself to believe that everything is gonna be okay.
Okay. Pamela K says, accidentally posted my question before I gave my donation. Sorry, and thank you for the answer. That's fine. Okay. Kayla, she's over here on the other side. All right, we're going to stop sharing that. And Kayla would like to know, still looking for work with no luck. Wonder if I'm looking in the right field. Do I need to go back to school, or will I not need it?
With or without the RV, you're kind of on one of those breaks where you're finding yourself. So it's really you that has to make a decision on which direction you'd like to go now. What you were doing before doesn't really suit you anymore. I don't think you will have to, but I still feel this pull towards some new purpose or some divine purpose, destiny. So just do some soul searching. What is it that you would really do if money didn't matter? Okay. Because everyone is going to be the most successful at that. And now you do it for money and you're going to be even more successful. So, find one thing that you're really, really good at and do that. And most people go and do something that's responsible first, and they're unfulfilled. You need to find something that is fulfilling to you now.
Okay, just 2 or 3 more here, and then we got to go. Gee Whiz says, this is Jackie. Do you see my cat Goose coming home? He's gray with green eyes. He's been missing since 6/21. Any energy out there about Goose?
I don't think he's with us anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But, I'm not good at that. I could be wrong.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Melanie, hi guys, love you both. Elderly Nana wants to get an apartment and have independence. What does Jesus say? Is that a good idea or not? I guess is what she's asking for guidance for.
I do it in, I think she'd be fine. I do it in like an older community, like an assisted living community where somebody can come in and check on her, see if she needs any kind of help, she's fine. I like her. So.
Okay. Hi, Cooper Stokes. You asked a question 6 times and I've skipped over it. That's true. I do focus on the Rumble rants and the super chats, but I did notice it just now. And had you repeated the question here, I could have asked it. So let's keep trying. It's just nobody's.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
No, okay. I'm not being mean. Gabriel, just tell him his answer is no.
Okay, tell him the answer is no. All right, your question got answered. We don't even know what it was.
I'm not trying to be mean.
All right, one last one. Was the Social Security checks talked about Monday? Will they actually happen? Because I had a theory that
I've always seen that Social Security increases. I've seen it for a long time. I do believe that there will be 2 forms of retirement that run alongside each other for a while. When we have the new retirement and whatever that looks like, the trust, whatever that looks like, the Social Security, the Doge payments to Social Security, I'm looking at the end of August for that to start. I don't know why it hasn't already.
Well, because the funding for that is going to come from the RV, and the RV hasn't quite happened yet.
I'm looking at the last Wednesday in August for that to start, or the first Wednesday in September, as of now.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. We will see you again back next week, I think. I will be on Whiskey and Wisdom tonight with the original Mark Z. Jen, are you doing any more shows this week? Tomorrow? Jennifer, philosophy, anything? No?
Well, we were going to do our reading show on Friday. Hopefully we don't have to. I'll let you know. Yeah. I mean, the evening shows are just so uncomfortable for me here in this office without the air conditioning. So let's see how the weather is on Friday.
After we get Susan funded, maybe we should start a GoFundMe to buy you some air conditioning.
I don't want to do that. I don't need that.
You sure?
You guys don't have to do that.
We just want it to happen. So
no, if somebody's going to give me something, I want to do something for it. I want to work for it. Okay. I'm not saying that that's Susan's situation. She's got a serious situation going on. I do not. Okay. I don't have to have an air conditioner in, North Idaho, but
Oh, by the way, let me ask you one quick question before you go. Super Dave suggested putting on a UFO conference in Thailand and having me and other
Dave,
UFO people.
why do we
What
have
do you
to go
think
to
about?
Just come to freaking Vegas, Dave.
Yeah,
Come to Vegas.
yeah. Come to Vegas. Buy a bunch of tickets, Dave, to Vegas. That would actually be really helpful, Dave.
Give away tickets to
Thailand would be
Vegas.
fine. But yeah, Dave, Super Dave, come to Vegas, buy a bunch of tickets for the Vegas event, and then we'll hand them out for free or for $5 or $10 or something. Do that, Dave. That'll be good.
You know where I've been wanting to go back to for years is Cabo San Lucas. I had a blast there when I was 18 years old. That was fun.
And Mark wants to have one in Puerto Rico too.
Let's do that.
Puerto Rico could be fun. As long as you're not there
like that. Thailand scares me. Big bugs, snakes, things eating you in the water.
Big bugs.
I don't.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Join me on Whiskey and Wisdom tonight with the original Mark Z. Jen and I will be back maybe Friday. Who knows? Soon. Thanks for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. You know, I can play an outro video now. Did you know that? I could play a video, then they could sign off. Should we replay our introductory video?
Right on, hit it. Let's go.
All right. Outro
have a great day.
All right. Everybody have a great one. Set his outro video. Bye-bye.